Have you ever watched a show that completely messes with your head, where the past, present and future are not what they seem? Welcome to Winden, a small German town where time isn't a straight line, but a tangled, endless loop. Today, we're diving deep into the complete timeline and complex family tree of the mind-bending series, Dark. If you thought you understood it all, think again. Everything is connected. Let's start with the four families at the heart of this intricate web. The Kahnwalds, the Nielsens, the Dopplers, and the Tiedemans. These aren't just neighbors. Their fates are woven together across generations, bound by secrets and paradoxes. First, the Kahnwalds. We have Jonas, our protagonist, his mother Hannah, and his father Michael. But here's the first twist. Michael is actually Mikkel Nielsen, who travels back in time from 2019 to 1986 as a child and grows up to become Michael Kahnwald. This means Jonas's aunt, Martha Nielsen, is also the woman he loves, creating a forbidden yet central relationship. Next, the Nielsens. Ulrich Nielsen is a police officer in 2019, married to Katharina. They have 3 children, Magnus, Martha, and Mikkel. Ulrich's desperate search for his missing son, Mikkel, leads him to travel back to 1953, where he gets trapped. His own father, Tronte Nielsen, has a mysterious past, raised in an orphanage and having an affair with Claudia Tiedemann. Tronte's father is the unknown man, later revealed to be the son of Jonas and Martha from another world. See? It's already getting complicated. Then we have the Dopplers. In 2019, Charlotte Doppler is the chief of police. She's married to Peter, and they have 2 daughters, Franziska and Elizabeth. The biggest paradox in the entire series lies with Charlotte and Elizabeth. Charlotte is Elizabeth's mother, but Elizabeth is also Charlotte's mother. How? Elizabeth, as an adult in the post-apocalyptic future, has a child with Noah. That child is baby Charlotte, who is then taken back in time to be raised by her own grandfather, H.G. Tannhaus, the clockmaker. It's a perfect, unbreakable bootstrap paradox. Finally, the Tiedemans. In 2019, Regina Tiedemann runs the local hotel. Her mother is Claudia Tiedemann, the director of the nuclear power plant in the 80s. Claudia becomes a key player in the time travel game, known as the White Devil. Her father, Egon Tiedemann, was a police officer in the 50s and 80s who investigated the strange events in Winden, never realizing his own family was at the center of it all. The Tiedemann lineage is responsible for the nuclear accident that creates the wormhole in the first place. So, we have these 4 families, their destinies intertwined through time travel, creating paradoxes that seem impossible to solve. The most significant one is Mikkel becoming Michael, which means Jonas's very existence is a paradox. If Mikkel doesn't travel back, Jonas is never born. But if Jonas is never born, he can't guide Mikkel to the caves to begin with. This brings us to the core conflict of the series. The battle between 2 opposing forces, Adam and Eva. For 2 seasons, we believed there was only one world. But the show reveals there are 2. 2 realities that mirror each other, born from a single event. Adam is the older, scarred version of Jonas from one world. He believes the only way to end the suffering is to destroy the knot, to erase both worlds entirely. Eva is the older version of Martha from the second, alternate world. She believes the knot must be preserved at all costs, ensuring the survival of her son, the origin of the loop itself. Who is this son? He is the child of Jonas from one world and Martha from the other. He exists in 3 forms, a child, an adult, and an old man, and travels between both worlds, ensuring that key events happen exactly as they are supposed to. He is the literal origin of the family tree knot, as he is the father of Tronte Nielsen, making him the ancestor of both the Nielsen and Kahnwald families. He is the beginning and the end. For years, Adam and Eva fight an endless war, each trying to either break or preserve the loop. They are trapped in a cycle of cause and effect, where every action they take only strengthens the knot they want to control. They believe there are only 2 choices, light or shadow, Adam's world or Eva's world. But they were both wrong. There was a third way. This is where Claudia Tiedemann, the White Devil, plays her final, brilliant move. Over decades of traveling through time and across both worlds, she realizes something Adam and Eva never could. The 2 entangled worlds weren't the original. They were both anomalies, glitches in the matrix, created from a single moment of grief in a third, original world. In this origin world, the clockmaker H.G. Tannhaus lost his son, daughter-in-law, and granddaughter in a car accident. Consumed by grief, he spent his life building a machine to bring them back. In 1986, when he activated his machine, he didn't turn back time. Instead, he fractured his world, accidentally creating Adam's and Eva's worlds, where time became an endless loop of suffering. Claudia figures this out. She understands that the only way to truly break the cycle is not to destroy the two worlds, but to prevent their creation in the first place. She explains this to Adam in the final moments, giving him the path to salvation. The solution is both heartbreaking and beautiful. Jonas and Martha, the two lovers from different worlds, must travel to the origin world on the day of the car accident. They are no longer Adam and Eva, but the young, hopeful versions of themselves. They travel not through the caves, but through a passage of light during the apocalypse. In the origin world, they find Tannhaus's son, Marek, and convince him not to drive over that fateful bridge. They save him. By preventing the accident, they erase the grief that led Tannhaus to build his machine. And by preventing the machine's activation, they erase the very existence of their own worlds. Jonas and Martha, along with everyone born from the time travel knot, slowly fade away into particles of light, sacrificing themselves to heal the original timeline. The series ends in the origin world, at a dinner party. We see the characters who would have existed without the time loop: Hannah, Katharina, Peter, Regina, and others. They are happy, living normal lives. Jonas and Martha are gone, but their ultimate act of love brought peace. Hannah, now pregnant, looks at a yellow raincoat and feels a sense of déjà vu. When asked what she'll name her son, she smiles and says, "I think Jonas is a beautiful name." Dark is more than just a science fiction show. It's a philosophical exploration of love, loss, free will, and determinism. It teaches us that some knots can only be untied with sacrifice, and that the end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. What a ride. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the tangled timelines of Winden. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like, subscribe, and let me know your favorite theory about the show in the comments below. Until next time.